This is the NFL Draft Report on 101 ESPN, featuring Tony Softli and Howard Balzer.
It's time for another NFL Draft preview here on 101sports.com. I'm Howard Balzer. Tony Softli is with me, and now's about the time, Tony. We have all the rumors about players, agents trying to put out brush fires, all those things are going on. Now as we get closer, the trade rumors will start being thrown out there, the smoke with all those. A lot of rumors, there always are. Now it started. Todd McShay on ESPN reported that the Rams, quote, have talked to the Dallas Cowboys about potentially trading up to number 9 in the first round to get Alabama wide receiver Julio Jones. Just talk about all those things that go on in these last 2 weeks before the draft.
Well, you know what, H, the last 2 weeks, it kind of surprises me about the Rams calling Dallas this early. It usually happens probably about 72 hours or maybe a little bit longer, the beginning of that first week or that last week heading into the draft. This is when you start calling and trying to find out if there's a possibility, who has some interest in moving back, can the Rams move up, or any other team for that matter. So, yeah, this is when it starts happening. You mentioned smoke screens. There's smoke screens by teams. There's smoke screens by agents, agents against agents. Agents are trying to steal players. This is the last 2 weeks. It really gets crazy, and you'll see a lot of switching of agents, players moving around, and just the smoke is so thick you don't know what to believe. And I put out some smoke and myself in many years.
Not you.
And I have been a part of that, and it's kind of fun, but then again, it's hard to read into as well.
And the other aspect of it could be, who knows who puts this out? I mean, is it even real that the Rams did that? But let's say it is real. I mean, who knows? The Cowboys could be putting that out to see what other team might want to say, oh, well, they're going to do that. We want to do it. We'll offer more. And you start that whole chain of events where a team could get even more than perhaps they would normally get because there's multiple teams wanting to make a move.
Yeah, there's teams that put it out there deliberately, and they might not even have talked to the Rams. Billy Devaney, I guarantee you would have not put that out. You got to question why Dallas did it, if they did it, and the reason for doing it. Like you mentioned, teams wanting to jump up. Maybe there's some people that might want to leapfrog St. Louis to get up to that number 9. So there's a lot of stuff being stirred up. You don't know what's true. You just got to weigh things out, and only the teams know what's going on, not so much us outside that building.
Let's talk about one thing. Let's just assume that this is all true and that the Rams are looking to do this because they want Julio Jones. The question is it worth it?
Well, I really believe that the Cleveland Browns and Mike Holmgren and Pat Shurmur are going to break the Rams' heart by taking Julio number 8. So really,
it won't matter.
It won't even matter.
So it won't even matter.
Yeah, whatever. It won't matter. But to answer your question, I would say that I would not go up. I would not give picks away to go get Julio Jones, just for the simple fact that there's receivers not as good, but have quality receivers in the second round. For all the needs that, like you talked about, there is a plethora of needs in linebacker, safety, defensive tackle, running back. I mean, they need too much. To give up a pick to do that, it doesn't make much sense. Moving back makes more sense, and getting some receivers and acquire some more picks. But to jump up and get Julio Jones and give up a 3, for me, it would be a no.
That's Tony Softli. I'm Howard Balzer, and this has been another in our edition of Draft Previews on 101sports.com. Hear us on 101 ESPN and continue to read us right here on 101sports.com.